Hi there, my name's Michelle and this is my Woolly Wumpkins channel. Thank you for joining me. Firstly, I think I need to apologise. I've just set up to make this video. I'm at my parents' caravan and it's decided to rain, so if you can hear that in the background, I do apologise if it's irritating, but if I don't film now I won't get this film ready in time for our crochet along. So to start off, we're going to be making our first square. So if I grab one of these, so you can see, we're going to be making this square here. And I've chosen a grey, a light grey colour to go throughout the blanket. It gives a good firm background for your eye to focus on and helps the 3D effect to take place. So I thought today I'd show you how to do the magic ring with crochet. Let's move my scissors out of the way over there. I do apologise as well for my voice, it's a bit croaky, getting over COVID for the 5th time. But I didn't want to delay with helping you to be able to start your project. So we take our yarn. Now you're going to need you're going to need 6 grams of the grey colour for this square. We leave a bit of a tail just so we got something to anchor ourselves with, and then we wrap around our 2 fingers and we make a cross with the yarns. So this end is the waste yarn and then this end is the working yarn that's still attached to the ball. Okay, just making sure everything's in focus there. We take our hook, we go under, over, and we grab that yarn and bring it through whilst twisting our hook. So we've got ourselves, oh, I didn't quite catch it right there, so there we go, we'll start again. Good opportunity to see it again. We go under, then we catch the yarn, bring it through, and whilst we bring it through we twist it. Okay, so can you see the twisters there? So then I'm going to rest the crochet hook in my finger whilst I just pull the working yarn tight, and then we're going to pick up the working yarn again, which is a bit tricky. So let's suggest this for you. We pick up the working yarn, we wrap around our hook and bring it through. Come on. And we're going to do that another 2 times. So we catch the yarn, bring it through, catch the yarn, bring it through. Okay, so there's our original loop, and now we've got 3 chains coming off and through the loop. So what we're going to do next is work 11 trebles around here. We're going to catch both yarns. We're going to catch the waste yarn, this waste yarn, and we're going to catch the yarn of the loop. So here's our first treble, around into the loop. So can you see how it's going into both the strands? Catch the yarn, bring it back, catch our yarn, bring it through the first 2, catch the yarn, bring it through the second 2, and that's our first treble stitch on our magic ring. So we're going to work another 10 trebles. So round, in, catch, back, catch the first 2, then the second 2. Okay, yarn around, into the ring, so I hope the lighting is okay for you here. And you'll notice that my fingers on my left hand are constantly moving and holding and anchoring at different points. That's something that will come naturally to you the more you try. So yarn around, hook into the ring, catch the yarn, bring it back out of the ring, catch the yarn, bring it through the first two, catch the yarn, bring it through the second two, yarn around, hook into the ring, catch the yarn, bring it back through the ring, catch the yarn, bring it through the first two, catch the yarn, bring it through the second two, yarn around, hook into the ring, catch the yarn, bring it back through the ring, catch the yarn, bring it through the first two, catch the yarn, bring it through the second two, yarn around, hook into the ring, catch the yarn and bring it back out of the ring, catch the yarn and bring it through the first two stitches on the hook, catch the yarn and bring it through the second two stitches on the hook, yarn around, hook into the ring, catch the yarn and back out, catch the yarn through the first two stitches, catch the yarn and bring it through the second two stitches. So I'm just going to count now because I've lost count. Got our original chain there, that counts as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need another 2. Yarn around, hook into the ring, catch the yarn, bring it back out of the ring, catch the yarn, bring it through the first two, catch the yarn, bring it through the second two, yarn around, into the ring, catch the yarn, bring it back out of the ring, catch the yarn, bring it through the first two stitches, catch the yarn, bring it through the second two stitches, and there we have our 12. And this is where the magic bit comes, because so far it doesn't look much like a circle, does it? But if we gently pull this tail end, it gathers it all together for us, and we've got a lovely even circle. And then we do a slip stitch to join the circle and close it up. Now I just slip through because for this blanket that's all we need. So slip through there we are, and there's our circle. Okay, so for those of you who are doing our crochet along, I'll continue with the rest of the square. But for those of you who are just here for the slip stitch, that's for the magic ring. That's the end of the magic ring tutorial, okay? So now we need to turn this circle into a square. So I'm just getting some yarn and we shall proceed. So we're going to work 3 chains. Let's get myself central there. 1, 2, 3, and yarn around. Actually, I'm going to see if I can get some more light on the situation, so I'm going to just pause by here. That's better, a bit more light. So we've worked our 3 chains. I'm going to put our yarn around, and we're going to work 2 trebles. So let's just get another hook so I can show you, I can point it out. So you would think the logical place to go would be there, but we're not going to go there. We're going to go to the one behind our 3 chains here, because we want to close up the gap. We don't want to open it up really. Okay, so we're going to go into here. We're going to work a treble, and that's what it looks like. Okay, and then we're going to work a further treble in the same space, and there we go. So it's looking a little bit unusual a minute, but don't worry. We're going to work 2 chains, 1, 2, because we're making a corner, and then we're going to work 3 trebles into the space that we've already worked our previous trebles. And then the last one. There we go. So it isn't 100% clear at this this particular moment, but that is our first corner. So next we're going to count 3 trebles from our ring. So 1, 2, 3. Let's double check now. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to treble into this space. We're going to work 3 trebles into this space. And remember, if I'm going too fast for you, YouTube allows you to slow down the video, or if I'm going too slow for you, they allow you to speed it up. So it's a great feature. So we've worked 2 chains because we're going to make our next corner, and then 3 trebles into the same space that we've already worked 3 trebles into. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. And can you start to see now our corners are forming? First corner, second corner. I'm going to move on up to here now to our third corner. So we're going to count 3 trebles, 1, 2, 3. We're going to make a little hole in between the third and the fourth one. I'm going to work 3 trebles into that hole. So 1, 2, 3. Oops, slipped out. 3. And what are we going to do next? We're going to work a corner. So we want 2 chains. 1, 2, and then 3 trebles into the same space that we've already worked those 3 trebles into. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Starting to look a bit more like a square now, isn't it? I'm just going to unravel some more of my yarn. There we go. So we're going to count 3 trebles. 1, 2, 3. Make a gap there in between the third and the fourth treble, and treble into it 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, and now our last corner. So 2 chains, 1, 2, and then 3 trebles into the same space that we've made our previous 3 trebles. So that's 1, 2, 3, and here we are. We want to make our square really nice and even by slip stitch into the first row of 3 chains that we did. So we're going to slip through there, and that finishes off our square shape. So for those of you who know what you're doing, you're going to work a further 3 rounds, and we want a total of 5 rounds of work. So starting with the center one, that's 1, 2, let's just pick this up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total. Okay, and then you're going to fasten off the yarn, secure it, and that's your square finished. And you're going to need 12 squares for this blanket. For those of you who'd like a little bit of company whilst you make your squares, I'm going to continue now to work a further 3 rounds. So we're going to start with 1, 2, 3 chains. Now there's a hole there, so it's quite clear now where we're going to go. So we're going to work 2 trebles into this hole, because this first 3 chains count of 1 treble. So there's 1, 2 trebles, which makes our treble cluster complete. Now we're going to move over to this corner. We're going to work 3 trebles, 2 chains, 3 trebles, all into this space. Okay, so, oh, and the rain's coming back. 1, 2, 3, our 2 trebles, 1, 2, and then our 3 trebles to finish off our corner. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So that's our first corner of this round. Now we're going to move over to here, which is the side cluster. So we're going to work 3 trebles into that hole there. Ready? So no chains, just go straight into 3 trebles into the next cluster. So 1, 2, 3, which makes our side treble cluster. Each of these trebles going into one hole is called a treble cluster. So now we're going to work our corner. So it's going to be 3 trebles, 2 chains, 3 trebles, all into this hole here. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Right, I'm going to pause here because my yarn needs to be unraveled a bit more. Right, where are we? 2 chains. 1, 2. Now 3 trebles. 1, 2. No, sorry, 1, 2, 3. And now we're moving on to a side cluster. So it's just 3 trebles in this next hole. 1, 2, 3. We're moving on to our next corner, so it's 3 trebles, 2 chains, 3 trebles, all into that hole. 1, 2, 3, 2 chains, 1, 2, 3 trebles, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to work 3 trebles into this side. So 1, 2, 3. Our last corner, so 3 trebles, 2 chains, 3 trebles, 1 treble, 2 trebles, 3, now 1, 2 chains, and then our final 3 trebles. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we are at the end of our round. To make the square look tidy, we'll go and slip through the 3 chains at the beginning of our round. So we're going to bring our yarn right through there, and that's it. Our square is complete for that round. So we need another 2 rounds. So here we go, 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, treble into this space just behind the 3 chains there. So 1, 2. So our first treble cluster complete. Moving on to our next treble cluster, which is a side cluster, so just 3 trebles into this space now. Okay, our next cluster is a corner cluster, so we're going to do 3 trebles, 2 chains, 3 trebles. So that's 1, 2, 3, 2 chains, 1, 2, back to 3 trebles, 1, 2, 3. So our corner sorted out, and now we're going to work along the side. So we're going to put treble clusters in this hole, treble clusters in this hole. 1, 2, 3, on to the next one. 1, 2, 3, and then we are onto our next corner. Okay, so 3 trebles, 2 chains, 3 trebles, all into the one hole. So 1, 2, 3, oops, 3, then 1, 2 chains, 1, 2, 3. That's our corner complete. I'm going to work along these sides, so it's a treble cluster here and a treble cluster here. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to unravel some yarn. We'll move on to our next cluster. 1, 2, 3, and we're onto our corner. So 3 trebles, 2 chains, 3 trebles. 1, 2, 3, 2 chains, 1, 2, 3. Our corner is complete. We're on to our last side of this round. So treble cluster in here, treble cluster in here. 1, 2, 3. Next one. 1, 2, 3. And our last corner. 1, 2, 3. 2 chains. 1, 2, 3. that's our corner complete. But we still need to complete the round by zipping through the original 3 chains and right through, so that it's now complete. So if at any point you forget how many rounds you've got left to do, just start at the center, pick any of the treble clusters and count up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need another round. So here we go, 3 chains, 2 trebles into the hole just behind the 3 chains. So 1, 2, there we go, okay, and then cluster here, 1, 2, 3, next one, 1, 2, 3, we move into our first corner of this round, so it's 3, 2, 3, so 3 trebles, 1, 2, 3, 2 chains, 1, 2, more unraveling time, unravel a bit more, watch me watch, unravel too much now, there we go, let's see what that does for us. So we've worked our 2 chains at the corner, going to work our final 3 trebles of this corner, 1, 2, 3, now we're moving on to the side, so each time you move up a row you gain an extra treble cluster to put in, okay, so 3 times here, 1, 2, 3, 3 treble clusters, okay, so 1, 2, 3, next one, 1, 2, 3, and final one on this side, 1, 2, 3, move on to the corner, so 3 trebles, 2 chains, 3 trebles, so that's 1, 2, 3, 2 chains, 1, 2, 3, and we're on to our next side. So here we go, 1, 2, 3, next one, 1, 2, 3, and the next one, 1, 2, 3. So that's that side complete. Into our corner, 3 trebles, 2 chains, 3 trebles, so that's 1 treble, 2, 3, 2 chains, 1, 2, 3 trebles, 1, 2, 3. So I still need to get some more yarn, here we go, some little child's falling over outside. They're okay. They just don't know it yet. Alright, oops. Okay, so now we're working along our final side. So it's treble cluster here, treble cluster here, treble cluster here. 1, 2, 3, and on to the next one. 1, 2, 3, on to the next one. 1, 2, 3, onto our final corner. That's how it's looking. 3 trebles, 2 chains, 3 trebles. So 1, 2, 3, 2 doubles, 2 chains, sorry. Then 3 trebles. 1, 2, 3. And we have completed all 4 sides of our square. We just have to secure this end now. So we slip stitch into the chain, pull it through both loops and get our scissors and snip high enough that you can sew the end in. So let's just wind this. There we go. And we fasten off by bringing our yarn through that final loop and giving it a little tug. And there's our square. Here, thing of beauty. Now if you just wanted to make a normal blanket, you could carry on following this tutorial and just keep making row after row after row, or round after round after round I should say. But for our tutorial, our 3D effect blanket, we've made our square for the corner there. Okay, and we're going to need 12 of these in total. So it doesn't matter what colour you've decided to make your blanket. So I've got a few examples here. So purple. We're going to stick with that grey as the centre. So you can go lighter, you can go darker, but make sure you keep it to the same colour for all of the centres. I'm just bringing forward some blue ones. Right, there we go, there's a yellow one there. So yeah, just make sure you've got 12 of them. And then when you've got 12 of them, you're ready for the next section. So please do like and subscribe, because you don't want to miss the next section after you've done all this work getting your 12 corner squares. I'll put a link in the bottom of this video to the next video, but they will also be in a playlist on my channel, so you can easily find them there as well. Please let me know what colours you're choosing, let me know any troubles you have as you're going along, and I'll see if I can help you along with them. But for now, until the next installment, which will be very soon, so keep your eyes open, and make sure you subscribe, because then you'll get, and I think you've got to actually click on the little bell as well, so that they'll send you a notification when the next video is up. But until then, you can find me on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll be posting pictures of all of the squares and all of the progress. So if you want to tag me on Instagram or Facebook so I can see your squares, that would be awesome. And I'll share them with my followers as well. And we can really get the community going with this easy blanket to use all of our odds bits and bobs on, all those little bits of DK yarn that we've only got 6 grams of or 10 grams of. Remember that this square is a total of 35 grams. So if I take that away there, this square is a total of 35 grams. The center is 6 grams. Contrast color 1 is 10 grams. Contrast color 2 is 10 grams. And then the final outside is 14 grams, is it? So 9 grams. My maths is not mathing today. But so 20, let's add it up. 10 and 10, 26. So 35, no, 9 grams. So this is 9 grams. The final colour is 9 grams. So there we go. Go and rummage, find your colours, and let's get going with this. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Enjoy. Happy ramblings from Michelle. Bye.